Since the last time I made a conspiracy-related video, I've been itching, scratching at my neck like a meth addict, just waiting for more goofy shit like that to show up on my radar. I was like a child whose mother's tit had finally dried up, and I needed more. And then these new UFO files dropped, and they were hyping up the shit out of this. They were like, oh fuck, the new UFO files are dropping, and if you watch it, your dit's gonna explode. They got three-titted aliens and monster trucks and alien monster trucks, and you wouldn't fucking believe it. You're not ready for this, but we're gonna make you ready for it. And I thought maybe, just maybe, finally I'll get some milk from this dried up, wrinkly old titty. But alas, I was disappointed. What they actually dropped was it was video after video of random drone footage where a fly had run across the operator's screen and he mistook it for a UFO and everyone got scared for like 10 minutes. Or maybe a bird flew across his screen and he wasn't quite sure what type of bird it was, so then they classified it as unidentified because that's how that fucking works apparently. But being the addict I am, I knew that I had to squeeze milk from this titty. I had to squeeze water from a stone here. So I reached out into the abyssal utter and brought back with me what little entertainment value and goofiness I could find from this absolute bullocks. I've pulled up here the US government website, which, you'll notice, looks like a fucking COD mission intro. The entire website doesn't look like this, by the way. This is the normal website. But this specific part looks like Price is telling you who to kill. If Makarov were an alien on a UFO, this is the part where Captain Price would pull up and be like, you gotta fuck Makarov up. You gotta put your ass in his ass. You gotta put your ass in his ass. Try as I might, I cannot get the accent down, so that's the best you're gonna get. It even comes with a quote from President Barely Lucid Trump himself, which, after careful consideration, I've decided to not read to you in the Trump accent. But aside from the super hip and cool font and fucking weird-ass arrangement of this website, there are some actual documents and photos on this clusterfuck, including this one, which you probably look at this and think, oh, this is like an N64 render. This is something you'd find in the background of Super Mario 64. But you'd be wrong. That's just what the aliens want you to think. What it actually is, and I quote, actual site photo with FBI lab-rendered graphic overlay depicting corroborating eyewitness reports from September 2023 of an apparent ellipsoid bronze metallic object materializing out of a bright light in the sky, 130 to 195 feet in length and disappearing instantaneously. Now what I gathered from that is they asked whoever saw this shit to point at the sky where it was. They took a picture of that spot, and then they just 3D rendered some bullshit over top of that picture. And they didn't even do a good job either. Like, I could make this shit in MS Paint in half an hour. Hell, I could make this shit in Google Slides in half an hour. Like, let's actually examine this for just a moment. It's just a lens flare and a vaguely oblong circle. This is what the FBI lab rendering department is putting out in the year of our Lord 2026. They aren't even putting any effort forth anymore. Like, they couldn't even be bothered to, like, throw a disc into the air and take a picture of that and call it an alien craft. Where's the creativity? God. Department's gone to shit, I tell you what. Here's another one of my personal favorites. This bitch is about as redacted as the Epstein files, I think. You glean about as much information from this as you do from getting your palms read at a local crack house. And what is this even supposed to be anyway? Fucking Infinity Stone falling from the sky? Chaos Emerald? I can't fucking tell. At least this one has the audacity to just look exactly like something I've seen before. You can't fucking fool me. I know those are the probes they sent to the snow planet in Star Wars. I'm not even worried either. The Empire's not going to be able to steal my lunch money. They're not even going to be able to get past Florida. And this is the last honorable mention of things that are vaguely interesting. And this really just gets interesting points because I don't know what it could be. My best guess is maybe an alien was playing Osu in the sky, or maybe Kovacs. I'm not really sure. And that's it. That's the only vaguely interesting footage/images I could find in this entire fucking amalgamation of pure disappointment. Now my conclusion from this is that they're not even trying anymore. They wanted to distract us from all the bullshit, but they put out the most pitiful nothing burger in the history of mankind to do it. They couldn't even be bothered to inject someone with LSD and send them to astral project to Mars or whatever that one was. They didn't even bother to create like a Gay Bomb 2 or something epic like that. They didn't show me the wiener of that wrinkled fake alien they found in South America or whatever. Nothing. And to that I say, American government, you are disappointing. That being said, if you want to drop more footage, more bullshit, and maybe it's actually interesting, maybe it's the three-titted alien I've been dreaming of, but until then, I'm just gonna come right out and say it. I'm not a big fan of the US government. They're getting exceptionally lazy, and I don't like it. I'd love to talk more, but regrettably, I've reached the limit of times that I can say three-titted alien before my girlfriend starts to get mad. Like I said before, if you got goofy shit you want me to look at, let me know. Otherwise, fuck off.